Robert Heffernan, EndoTech, exclusively for the Pareto Network and EndoTech subscribers. This is Blockchain Vitals. It's our daily show talking cryptocurrencies. I am a master endotechnician, firmly in the matrix while trading cryptos. I spent some time in the fiat world too, trading many things. And it's time to talk cryptos, though. I wish I could say it was a more interesting trade than it is, but I think there's things brewing here, brewing. But let's do the rounds and talk about a few of the things. First of all, I would like to say I saw a headline today: Ticketmaster acquiring a blockchain startup to combat ticket fraud. Now, from a person that has been personally involved in ticket fraud, I highly applaud this type of blockchain technology. And again, we're talking use cases here. Use cases are the important thing. So let's get back to Nouriel Roubini, the New York University professor, saying that the cryptos and blockchain, and maybe it doesn't say blockchain, I don't know, but they're all going to zero. It's a fraud. The whole thing's a fraud. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's just an Excel ledger sheet. Well, let me just tell you something. I have been involved in a ledger sheet situation as far as who owns what ticket. And when you get to the gate and the ledger doesn't show that you own the ticket, you don't get in, right? You're sitting on the outside wondering, how are you going to rectify this situation? So I'm applauding any type of technology that helps combat fraud. And I think that's what the blockchain does so well in so many use cases. At the end of the day, he's absolutely right. There are a lot of cryptocurrencies that are going to zero, or tokens that are going to zero. Because if there is not an adoptable use case, it might even be a use case. You might even be able to win the argument on a use case. But if it's not adoptable, who cares? It's still going to zero. All right. Another strike against Professor Roubini. Goldman and Mike Novogratz's company, Galaxy Digital, putting in $15 million to BitGo. BitGo has $2 billion in customer assets, over 95 cryptos. And again, these things do not weigh for me personally when I look at it. You know, him saying that it's all a fraud, and then people like Goldman and Mike Novogratz, incredibly intelligent people with a real lot of money, and BitGo, obviously, with a ton of money in custodial servicing of crypto assets. And so how are all of these people being hoodwinked by the Ponzi scheme? That's one thing that I don't see. You know, is everybody drinking the Kool-Aid and you're the only one enlightened that the whole thing's a Ponzi scheme? Maybe he's right. But I got to tell you something, that if you're trading them, you shouldn't take them to zero, right? You should not take them to zero if you follow the momentum. I talk momentum all the time. And it is your guide. It should be your guide. All right. The other thing I've noticed, a little headline, something I'm familiar with, futures trading. CME Group says Bitcoin trading, Bitcoin futures trading volume up 41%. It was not long ago, around this time last year, maybe a little bit, into December, I guess, was I first started talking about the up and coming launch of Bitcoin futures and the ability of the don't bet, and how important the don't bet is in price discovery, and how powerful the don't bet can be in price discovery. And I warned people that Bitcoin, which was on a moonshot at the time, was going to have some reckoning when people could say yours, right? Yours. And that's what you would say on the floor when something was bid to the moon, yours. And if you were a giant trader, they'd say how many, and they'd say your number. All right, your number, yours. So the don't bet is incredibly important to, for me anyway, for accurate price discovery and accurate pricing of assets, right? You need the don't bet. You got to have the don't bet. So I thought that was interesting. Anyway, the pricing is what I want to talk about. The price is the current price action. So we're going to do that. And I had another fun little thing to do, but it's on the intro thing, and I forgot to do it. Listen, I got to talk to my production people because they're not cueing me at the right time. Anyway, I got to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd. In order to take the vitals, if you want to capture that actionable trading content of the segment, you have to be an EndoTech subscriber or a Pareto Network token holder. So please do that. And I always love to talk about the fact that the ET bot is available at Kraken. Open an account at Kraken, fund that account at Kraken. Kraken will custodial those funds. But the ET bot offered from EndoTech can trade that crypto portfolio, whether it be the alpha or the beta portfolio. So please, if you do not want to trade these things yourselves and are looking for an easy way to participate in the market and not ride things into the ground if Mr. Rubini is correct, turn on the ET bot. Believe me, the ET bot is not going to hold things into the ground. That for sure won't happen. All right, listen, we're going to take the vitals. I got to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd. So